The story of 16th century Spain isn't a perfect parallel to modern America, but we can learn some important lessons from it. Like Spain was a superpower of the world in the 1500s, America has been the center of monetary universe for many decades. The US dollar, being the world's reserve currency, is both a blessing and a curse. The US dollar has been far stronger than anybody else's currency since almost 100 years now. This makes imports cheap for the US but has weakened the export market. As a result, the manufacturing sector in the US has been in terminal decline. The US dollar is the country's primary export today to the world. Just as Spain's export to the world was silver, which was its currency back then. Like the 16th century Spain, US spends unsustainably on military, a classic mistakes of empires in decline. Once the military becomes such a large part of the economy and foreign policy, it's very difficult to change. There is a quote that men do not learn very much from the lessons of history is the most important of all the lessons of history. Young people are struggling to make ends meet, they can't afford houses and aren't having enough kids. Many are turning to socialism and maybe communism also as a last resort and turning their back against capitalism. Capitalism, which itself was the reason for prosperity of the US. This pile of debt needs to be handled in ways other than printing money. Pile of debt of the US economy I'm talking about. And what is in all of this for us as investors? That is more important to understand. In the 16th century Spain, the flood of gold and silver, which were the erstwhile currencies, were the problem. Today, they are a part of the solution. Investment experts in US believe strongly that everyone should have at least 5 or 10% allocation to gold, silver, and minor stocks. However, we Indians are already on a sweet spot, at least the household Indians. We have been buyers of gold and silver since generations and never been sellers unless a catastrophic event or an emergency has cropped up to the family. We already have the requisite allocation to precious metals. Hence, we are doing what we know best. Focus on not mining the gold and silver, but focus on mining the good quality equities at reasonable valuations.